do want to get into something really serious. You know, last year, the pandemic, I think, has affected so many people, and it's still happening. How have you been affected creatively?
Well, I've lost a lot of people, a lot of close people to me, a lot of friends, even people that are part of my team.
Wow.
I also had COVID myself, twice. The second time hit me really bad. I was in and out of the ER, but it slowed me down because it was in a process where I just got this deal.
Okay.
So it's like you got a deal. It's crunch time. You got to push even harder.
Right.
So I couldn't do any music because I couldn't breathe. I'll run. I remember just sitting down watching Netflix, and I'm like, holy crap! Like I feel like everything getting tight. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm running to the ER. I passed out in the ER. I passed out because they didn't think it was that serious. They were like, just wait. I was like, I can't breathe. And I'm the type of person that I would do my best to I wouldn't give anyone a hard time, even if I'm having a hard time. So I was holding myself, and then I passed out. And then when I passed out, I woke up on a bed with oxygen on me and everything. And I was like, wow, this thing is crazy. And they gave me an EKG and everything to check my heart and all these different things. Thank God I was fine. And I'm still currently on COVID relief appointments.
Yeah.
Because that after effects is it really messed up my lungs.
Right.
Messed up my lungs. It messed up just a lot of things. I don't feel the same. I feel different. You know. So, but I'm pushing.
Right.
Because happiness, being positive, beats everything. That's the best medicine.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm pushing.
And it's a mind state. It's a choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. I don't let it take over. You know. So. No, I'm not finished. I'm gonna keep pushing, but it affected my progress, recording songs and reaching deadlines.
Yeah,
that's why I have to push music back. What I was supposed to release, now I have to push it back 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But now I'm here, and yeah.
Has it motivated you to go harder because of the music and the pauses and the timelines?
Yeah. Okay. So you start seeing life a whole differently.
Yeah.
So now. It's just because at that moment you feel like that's it, you're done, you're dying, right?
Oh my God.
So I'm over here calling everybody, letting them know where I got secret things at,
Yeah.
just making sure everyone's good.
Wow.
But I started seeing life very, very, very different. And afterwards, when I remember coming back from the hospital, I sat down and I was looking at my balcony at the water. So I'm looking down and I'm like, all right, just don't ever treat anyone. The only thing that came in my mind is don't treat anyone bad.
Just
even if someone's treating you bad,
you don't know when their time is up.
Yeah, it's you know what,
wow.
Everybody's going through something. It's
exactly.
Be careful how you treat people. That's the only thing be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Your name is more important than anything, because when you're gone, it still lives. So just always respect
legacy.
People. So that's what instead of my mind is weird. So it's just every person that I meet is just I just show love. Always show love and respect, and then go harder in my music project, because I want to leave something behind for my family.
Right. That's what's up. Now, on a lighter note, we have to congratulate you. You are a young entrepreneur and a business owner of a celebrity recording studio, Penthouse, right here in Times Square, New York. What was that process like? What was your family and friends' reaction to saying, by the way, I own that. That's in my name. Especially being from Brownsville, Brooklyn, especially having the experiences you've had financially, sleeping in Central Park, to now owning a recording studio in Times Square, New York.
That's crazy.
That's an amazing testimony.
It's crazy because a lot of people still don't believe it.
Of course they don't.
Where I'm from, they're nah, bro, you just fronting right now. You just booking studio time and posting pictures, and this is not, No. So, a lot of people say that, but this is a blessing. I'm able to help out a lot of my friends.
Right.
Create a lot of opportunities. Continue creating opportunities. I'm never gonna stop.
Good.
But the process is crazy, you know, me and my friends and
the property.
Yeah, we all like put our heads together and we didn't let nothing stop us. And people doubted us. People said, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and then look what Rivers did. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, so it's a blessing, you know. Because I always had, even though I was in the street, when I lived in the street, I always had connections. Because before I was in the street, like I had a place. To be honest, I was going from girl's house to girl's house. I ain't gonna lie.
You were going from whose house?
Girl's house to girl's house.
Going from girl's house to girl's
house. Couch surfing, but still working. I was working at MTV. I worked at Fox. I worked at CBS.
Wow. Yeah, you still networking regardless of
I worked for the record labels.
Mm-hmm.
Like my contacts are crazy.
Yeah.
And it's been like that. At 14 years old, I was in Stockholm, Sweden, touring the world. You know, so it's like since 14 and now, I just been building up my contacts.
Yeah.
And now, I'm able to utilize it here at like my own spot, my own venue.
I love that.
You know, everybody, and I don't care. I'm gonna just say these things. You know, this is the truth. We had someone here at the studio, client, a very big celebrity here at the studio.
Huge celebrity.
A lot of people don't like him.
Oh.
Right? And
can we try to guess who this celebrity is?
Like
is this an artist, an R&B singer?
It's a rapper. But look, he was here at the studio almost every day, right?
Right.
And it was cool in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then I had to get rid of him.
Wait, where is this going? Where you?
Because he thought it was his.
He was booking too many sessions.
No, he was booking too many sessions, but he thought it was his studio that he stopped paying.
Okay.
You understand? And then
it sounds like a New York rapper.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that then.
And then he doubted me.
Yeah.
You can't get nobody bigger than me. You can't do this. It's not. I said, all right, cool. No problem.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
The first day that I told him to leave.
Yeah.
The next day I had A Boogie here. The next day I had Lil Uzi here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, G-Eazy. We had them working on the Murder Beats with the Migos project, Cardi B project, like. And, you know, this person thought I needed them just to make their studio popping. And I showed, look, this is my Brooklyn shit.
You can't stop nobody's success.
You can't stop my hustle.
What God has for you is for you.
That's why I felt it was a test.
Yeah.
Because when we was building the studio, things were happening. I'll tell you, this building caught on fire.
Wow.
There was a fire downstairs, a duct fire at TSQ.
Wow.
We was at the last stage of building the studio. I remember I was sleeping back there because before I got my place and everything now, I used to live in the studio. I was living here for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And I made sure that I made sure and to continue just bringing sessions nonstop. Living here, wake up, boom, I'm in the meeting, sessions. But I remember one day I was there and I smelled something. I'm like, man, I know I didn't blow a fart. So what is that smell? Right?
A fart and a fire. Okay.
I'm playing. So I was myself like. Then I go to the kitchen and I see smoke out the window, and I was like, "Damn, I know I didn't blow a fart again."
That's crazy.
So I'm like, "Wait, something's going on."
Yeah.
Then I hear the alarms going off. I wake up. I knock on the door over there. I wake Jesse up. I said, "Bro, there's a fire. We gotta go." His friend was in the other room, in the B room. I was over there, you know, doing my thing. And
doing my thing. What was you doing?
You know,
you was minding your business.
Creating, you know, being creative. So check it out, right?
Okay.
So what happened was this fire. We running down the stairs because we didn't take the elevator. We running down the stairs. All of a sudden, we see fire all around. I'm like, damn, we was at the last stage. We thought it was over. Thank God this studio didn't get messed up. The studios downstairs, they got flooded and all, but this studio was fine.
Wow.
That was the first thing. And the second thing was when we had that client, that big person, and trying to fuck up our flow, trying to make us back on rent.
Right.
And I showed him. I said, look, you could be the biggest person in the world. You ain't gonna stop my hustle.
No.
I know a lot of people too. Everybody knows somebody.
Exactly.
But I showed him. I brought in the people that are relevant. The people that kids want to see now. Like Lil TJ, Polo G, the kids that got platinum records. I brought in producers and engineers that now have deals with Sony.
Yeah.
You know, they have publishing with Sony because they did records with Herb, they did records with Lil TJ and Polo G. And I don't want nothing from them. I just want them to win.
Yeah.
I was like, look, bro, I just want to put you in position. Whenever I go on a trip, like I've been to London and Norway and Poland and all that, and Barcelona, I took them with me.
Yeah.
Because just to show them, give them a taste of what it could be like.
Mm-hmm.
From that, boom, they ran with it. They come back here, they popping, they're working, and now they got #1 records on the charts.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a really good and just positive team around you. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, I like to help people. It's weird. Like I never asked. So
it's good. That ain't weird.
Yeah,
it's good.
And it's weird because sometimes, because I understand too. Still, sometimes you have to do certain things. In the beginning, you got to get your foot in the door. You're not going to get paid right away.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, you got to get your foot in the door.
Right.
There's a lot of times, even when I work with Fox, there's a lot of stuff that I did that I just had to get my foot in the door and I didn't get paid right away. Mm-hmm. Some things I did, you know?
Right.
And then this is like, all right, cool, let me get my foot in the door, work on some projects, and then try to put people on and get people familiar with the Penthouse team.
Yes.
So, but yeah, like, you know, I wrote songs, you know, worked on Empire, Star on Fox. You know, I worked on records for Atlantic Records, Sony, Universal, Republic, like a lot of different things. And now I'm working with people out in Greece. They have the #1 records out in Greece. Mm-hmm. I don't like to stay still. I'm worldwide.
Yeah,
Acosta Park, there's gonna be another.
Because you're growing and you're progressing, and that's what an artist does. He doesn't just stay stagnant. You constantly keep moving. Now, you did mention a lot of artists that come through in here, so I want to know, what is the craziest thing you've seen gone down at Penthouse Studio? And I want to know from the people that come with the rappers. I won't call them groupies, but their team. Like, what's the craziest thing you've seen go down in the booths? And yeah.
Man,
what happened?